Like women's basketball, the game, how far it's come, the excitement, the attention. Maybe I'll start with you, Kels, because Lord Jesus, your team.
Okay, so it finally happened. Someone in the Indiana Fever locker room had enough, and not just anyone. Kelsey Mitchell, one of the most respected and longest-standing members of the team, just called out the nonsense. Why? Because Chine Ogumike opened her mouth again. And this time, she went way too far with her little jabs at Caitlin Clark. You know the type. She started with her usual sly sarcasm. Those kinds of comments that sound like jokes on the surface, but are clearly meant to cut deeper. Well, Kelsey didn't laugh. She responded. And it wasn't just some weak PR response either. It was fierce. It was bold. It was personal. Mitchell stood tall, not just for Caitlin Clark, but for every player on the Fever's roster who's been dragged into this media circus, only to have their integrity questioned. This wasn't just a teammate tossing a quick line of support. Kelsey came with receipts, clarity, and fire. Her message was loud and clear. You don't come for Caitlin Clark. You definitely don't disrespect the Indiana Fever family and their fans. And yes, this entire moment is absolutely going viral for all the right reasons. It all started when Chine Ogumike launched one of her infamous half-kidding zingers during a media segment. She tossed out a line dripping with condescension. Lord Jesus, your team and their fans, they be getting up in everybody's business. You know, the kind of comment meant to sound breezy, but it's clearly aimed at riling up Fever fans. And more specifically, trying to belittle Caitlin Clark's impact. But here's the thing. Fever fans have been showing up in record numbers. Clark has brought unmatched energy and national attention to the team. Yet, rather than praise that growth, Chine chose to paint it as a nuisance. The undertone of her comment that Indiana and its supporters are somehow too loud, too bold, and too much for the league's liking. Let's be honest. This wasn't a neutral observation. This was a subtle attempt to push the tired narrative that Caitlin's presence is somehow a burden rather than a boost to women's basketball. And that's where Kelsey Mitchell had enough. When Kelsey got the chance to respond, she didn't hold back. She was poised, calm, but you could hear the edge in her voice. She didn't need to raise it. She didn't need to insult anyone. All she had to do was speak the truth. And wow, it hit hard.